ring. How I it's a mind thing. How I expose the opposition, it's a God thing. About the low. Can't be moving too. I put it all on the line. I put it all on the line. It's in the sprint, we running the marathon. When I get lit, you know I'ma share the shine. On the squad links, we don't care what the people on the side think. I feel like Brian, I need 3, 4, 5 rings. How I control the competition, it's a mind thing. How I expose the opposition, it's a God thing. Don't wanna talk to no reporter. Don't wanna talk to paparazzi like I'm Kanye. Every day I'm on the clock, that's what the time say. This ain't a sprint, we running the
Up next, the Nets taking on the Bucks. For the Brooklyn Nets, the journey of a new season starts.
I need the energy all the way up. Come from the bottom, now I'm blowing up. I need the energy all the way up. All the way up, all the way up. I need the energy all the way up. Come from the bottom, now I'm blowing up.
Look at that. That is spectacular.
That's amazing.
I need the energy all the way up.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
No, he didn't. Gentlemen, that's gorgeous.
Well, we can finally say DH.
Thank you, Kevin. Tobias Harris.
David, that's one of my most favorite stories you've ever told from our side.
Here we go.
Thank you for that. Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. So the Nets starting 5. We've got Harden. Jay Crowder out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Paul George. And it's Connaughton in at the 3 spot. Here's Roby. Bangs home the trifecta. Roby's got the first 3 points of the night up on the board for the Bucks. And here's Harden. Into the lane. Here's Embiid. It's blocked. Now the Bucks moving it up. Beal with it. Out guarded by Crowder. The shot by Beal, no good. The Nets on offense. It's a 3-point game. This game against Milwaukee here. It's their first look to start the season.
Yeah, plenty of familiarity in this matchup. Last season, they were knocked out of the playoffs by this club.
First team foul.
Here's Morris. Dishes to Beal. He's looking for Porter and finds him. On the wing, Morris. Clock at 6. They set the pick. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. And for those teams that suffered a harsh ending to last season, Greg, what are they feeling here on opening night?
I mean, motivated. You think about that kind of thing all summer, and the chance for retribution starts now.
Embiid, the kick out to Crowder. Harden the pass to Connaughton. A steal. Fast break, here they come. Beal gets a wide open look. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
How about the balance? Beal stopping on a dime.
Harden against Morris. Embiid sets the pick for Harden. He feeds it to Embiid. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake. To freeze the D.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well. You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Morris against Harden. Embiid with a screen on Morris. Harden dishes to Embiid. And it's good, 2 points. Embiid's got his second bucket tonight.
And hit on the way up. Embiid's strong physically, but also mentally able to keep his focus.
Here's Morris. On the wing, Porter. Now the pass to Beal. The Bucks working the ball around to the inside. And finished off by Beal.
This guy is far from just a shooter. He can drive it, and in this instance, get up and over the rim and dunk it, Bradley.
Harden the pass to George. And that one is stuffed right through.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
And the Bucks with possession here. Here's Morris. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on James Harden.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And Morris drops them both. Nets trail by 5.
And really an incredible playmaker his entire career. Harden has taken that up a notch. And he now often looks for his teammates first. And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Bucks. Morris with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up. Back to Porter. And the rejection by Embiid.
Length plus agility. Great recipe for blocking shots. Embiid's one of the best to do it.
And the Bucks miss again. And huge assist totals for Harden, which is also a reflection, Greg, of the talent around him.
And he's played with some of the best finishers in the game throughout his career. What changed starting last year was his mindset, making him all that much more difficult to defend.
Bucks have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Pass to Morris. Pass to Roby. That shot, no good. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. It's Harden with the drive. Outside, Crowder takes the 3. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Steps back. Morris passes to Beal. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Beal's got 7.
He is now 3 for 4 to start this game. Clearly, the confidence is already building.
Crowder a screen on Morris. Harden against Morris. In the corner, George with it. Outside, Crowder. Just 5 on the clock. Beal against George. Doesn't go for him.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Whiteside's checked in for Joel Embiid. DeAndre Jordan comes in for Jay Crowder. Danny Green, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And Poole subbed in for Paul George.
And here's a look at some stats for Westbrook. Last season, he played outstanding. First in assists. And he also finished the season in the top 10 in rebounding. It's just a terrific year on the glass.
And dropping a lot of dimes. He led the league in assists because he's the ultimate competitor. An absolute magician with the basketball. And Beal kicks to Westbrook. Driving the lane. First shot, first best. He's out of the blocks fast.
Perhaps no play defines Russell Westbrook more than that. An explosive drive. Nicely done.
It's George on the wing. Pass to Connaughton. Harden dishes to Embiid. Kicks it out to Harden. Here's Crowder. Here's Embiid. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And stolen by Achua. Embiid with the steal. Here's Harden on the wing. The pass to Connaughton. Harden bounce pass. And they double up Embiid. Here's Connaughton. And again, it's the Nets missing. Bucks leading by 4. Beal, the pass to Westbrook. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And now in the second half of his career, Russell Westbrook wants rings. He knows he's getting older and has no time to waste. It's why he plays with such passion.
And the Bucks making a change here. Murphy's checked in.
Perhaps the thing I will remember most when Russell Westbrook decides his career is done is how he brought competitive fire and spirit every single night, guys. Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
And Westbrook's high motor is why we love him. He goes out great and competes every play in every game.
No doubt, but I tell you what, he's tired of missing out on the NBA Finals. This is a guy that is hungry to get back to that stage. It'll be interesting to see if he can get it done.
That ties it up. George has got 5 now.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Here's Westbrook. Hey, Crowder pulls it in. The Nets have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Embiid sets the pick for Harden. Five on the clock. To the middle. Here's Embiid. Westbrook with the block.
Wow, Russell Westbrook, when he's engaged defensively, he can send it back.
Westbrook missing again.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Embiid with a screen on Westbrook. Harden finds Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Westbrook against Harden. Westbrook double team. Passes it to Richards. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Stephens can't get it to go.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Crowder a screen on Westbrook. It's Harden with the drive. Embiid from outside. It's hauled in by Achua. The Bucks trail. They set the screen. Westbrook against Harden. Pass to Murphy. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist.
Well, Russ making the great read. Outstanding work, understanding the floor, and finding his open teammate.
High post, Embiid. And they double up Embiid. The kick out to Crowder. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Pass to Richards. Fader on the way. And the shot falls short this time.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Here's Connaughton, and he banks in the layup. Connaughton's got 8 points. 17 seconds left in the first. Knocked away. Stolen by Harden. And even 3-on-3 break. And Connaughton has it in the corner. Nailed from three-point land. Now it's a 4-point Nets lead.
Yeah, really smart move by Paul George. Feeds a ready shooter instead of forcing his own shot.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Brooklyn ahead as they wrap up the first quarter with a 13-3 run. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. All right. We've heard Russell Westbrook say his job is to do everything, but he understands that it's also a team effort.
We got to do it together, and I think that's more important than scoring any points or doing anything else is leadership, and that's where I got to find my niche and try to lead the guys.
Well, Greg, leadership, an area where Westbrook, I think, feels he's growing.
And with his motor, he's always been a culture setter. But bringing your teammates along is also about setting the tone for collaboration.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nets?
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
Well, they've established their presence in the paint tonight also. And a lot of their scoring coming from down low so far.
Harris is out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Bradley Beal. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Roby in at the 5. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. 5 to shoot. Here's Beal. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Harden kicks to Parker. The tray. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 7th assist in the game.
Now Parker continues to develop that range shooting and trying to spread the floor there.
Outside Porter. On the wing, Harris. The pass to Morris. Stolen by Harden. Ahead, here's Whiteside. And the jam by Whiteside.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Morris passes to Harris. Outside, Beal. They need this, and Whiteside sends it back. Harden against Morris. Harden dishes to Whiteside. Harden kicks to Whiteside. And it's denied. Morris looking over the floor. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Morris has got 6 points.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
Morris against Harden. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And it goes down 2 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Beal. And finished off by Beal.
A difficult choice for the defense, right? If you sag off, he drains the jumper. In this instance, you give him a step, and he finishes with a big-time drive.
Harden against Morris. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
In a key part, Doris, of Harden's game lately, his rebound.
Right, because his ability to rake and take, get out in transition, make great decisions on the fly, it puts so much pressure on the defense.
And both free throws good for James Harden. After a whistle, we often see players demanding their coach challenge the call. Greg, were there plays you wish you could have challenged in your career?
Oh, goodness, absolutely. But the game was just so different back then, and we had other ways of resolving issues and letting the refs know when we maybe didn't appreciate a call.
Outside, Green. Shot clock at 6. It's Harden with the drive. Off on the layup. And the foul on Harden. That's foul number 2 for him. For a number of seasons, offensive output, Greg, has been on the rise, as we've seen. But last year, it went to a whole different level.
I mean, how about 2 years ago with Dallas? They had the greatest offensive season since all the way back in 1973, averaging over 116 points per 100 possessions. Get this, last year, 7 teams beat that record.
It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his play on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. EA, thank you. The Nets making a switch here. Parker's checked in.
Coming out of the floor for the Nets, Jabari.
And the Bucks with possession here, trailing by 13. Near the three-point line, it's Morris off the mark with the outside fadeaway. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. And it's Beal in the corner. Back to Morris. Shoots the three. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Jordan with a screen on Morris. Poole on the wing. Covered by Morris. And Poole gets it to go. Poole's got his second basket of the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Porter passes to Morris. Here's Roby, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for
the first one falls, and a new group in for the Nets. Embiid, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Jay Crowder comes in for Parker. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And George is subbed in for Seth Curry. Now, here's Poole. Defense is right there. To the paint, here's Crowder. And Crowder slams it in.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Achua finds Westbrook. Here's Stevens. And that one is hammered home.
Full reverse. Jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Now, here's Poole. He's covered by Westbrook. Poole, the pass to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Oof, what a scary sight. Joel Embiid with all that momentum taking it to the hoop, looking like a freight train.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. It's through for his second basket. He's now 2 for 6. Nets leading by 15. Poole with it. The feed to George. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Passes to Achua. Back to Westbrook. And Embiid with the block.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
George shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
And we all know what George brings offensively. But it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
The Bucks making a switch here. Richards is checked in.
What we know about Paul George, guys, is he's been a dominant force on both ends of the floor. He's proven he can be a #1 scorer. He has also proven he can guard the opponent's best scorer.
So for the Nets, Jordan, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Joe Harris comes in for Crowder. And it's Green in for Pat Connaughton. And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year.
Oh, that was something else.
Have mercy.
That is Paul George, the incredible vertical and the unbelievable creativity.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Stevens. Here's Westbrook. There's the drive, and he recovers it. Green against Murphy. 6 to shoot. He dishes it to Westbrook. Tries again. He lays it in. Westbrook's got 8.
Well, this guy has been an unbelievable rebounder out of the point guard position. Russell Westbrook getting it done on the backboards.
And Green gets it to go.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Let's give a look now at the 2K leaderboard to see who led the league in assists last year. Russell Westbrook, #1. James Harden is second.
And really 2 terrific distributors. I mean, the first thing you look for in a teammate is the ability to get you the ball, and they both have that down to a T.
Well, because there's such good elevation and a confidence and comfortability in the mid-range, Russell Westbrook always takes advantage in that area.
Offensive rebound. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And, Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Achua finds Westbrook. And Jordan sends it back.
Boy, the wingspan of DeAndre Jordan. This guy sends it back with a message.
It's George on the wing, covered by Achua. Outside, Green. Now, here's Poole. Not a lot of room, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his.
They get Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Seth Curry, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Both free throws good from Poole. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Richards. On the pass to Stevens. From deep three-point range, the shot, no good. And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. It's the Nets opening up a huge gap. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Here with Mike Budenholzer. Bud, what are you looking to clean up in the second half?
I don't think our offense is really moving the way we wanted to, getting up and down the court in pace. And, we got to make a few more open shots, but I think we can be a lot better offensively.
We've seen that from your team, Coach. I'm sure it'll show up. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Hey, everybody, nothing like a little trade news to perk up your day. We'll take a look first at some transactions around the NBA. And sometimes these trades can really change a team's fortunes. I mean, Shaq, were you ever traded?
Just, I think, Ernie, just once from Miami to Phoenix.
Yeah, right.
And did you change the Suns' fortunes?
Not really, but it's a long story.
We got time.
Oh, my gosh.
Nah, not today.
And now let's take a look at the excellent first half we've seen so far for the Nets.
They're getting into the lane whenever they want, getting some high percentage looks. I don't see the coaching staff switching up too much. Keep it simple. Force your opponent to adapt to you.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from George.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Jay Crowder. Paul George is out there with Harden. And there's Embiid. And it's Connaughton in at the small forward. Beal. He can't hit that time. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Embiid with the screen on Beal. Harden the pass to Embiid. Outside for George. And they double up Embiid. Back to George. Lets it go with the three. Second chance shot. Embiid, no good. Bucks shooting 32% overall right now. Not one of their better showings. Count it. Beal's got 11.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Embiid sets the pick for Harden. And he drives in. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his second personal foul.
And you watch Porter.
First team foul.
Unbelievable potential. He makes some plays that just leaves you shaking your head.
And the team has talked, Greg, about having high hopes for Porter. What does he need to do, though, to reach that next level?
And frankly, more maturity is going to lead to greater consistency. He missed his only season in college, missed his first season in the NBA, and this guy's still making up for lost time.
Morris, no good. Brooklyn's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. And George, here we go. Connaughton passes to Harden. Offensive rebound. Embiid kicks to Connaughton. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 14 points for him.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Morris against Harden. Drives to the hoop. Roby.
And Embiid has said before that he wants to win Defensive Player of the Year. Love when he gives you that kind of effort.
Embiid with a screen on Morris. Harden dishes to Embiid. Back to Harden. And that one hits back iron.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Beal the pass to Roby. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Left side Harris. Just 5 to shoot. Puts one up from 19. A rebound by the Nets. Embiid's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Bucks have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Passes it to Harris. Shoots over Crowder. And again, the Bucks miss. And the Nets with possession. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Harden scanning the floor. Embiid sets the pick for Harden. Embiid is at the elbow. 6 on the shot clock. George with no one around. No good with the triple.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Pass to Roby. The 3. Milwaukee. No good that time either. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Pass to Connaughton. And here's Embiid. Back to Connaughton. Outside for George. Connaughton passes to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. Here's Connaughton. George finds Embiid. Outside Crowder. Embiid trying to break loose. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Bucks shooting a low 30% right now. An ugly offensive performance. Nets shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Here's Harden driving in, and Harden with the stuff.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. I love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Porter at the elbow. Looking for Harris. He gets it there. Trying to end the drought. Good work defensively by Crowder.
Boy, they can't cut into this lead with him going stone cold and only so much time to turn it around.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Morris, left side, fires for 3. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Morris has got 9 points.
This is the area of greatest improvement in Mr. Bradley Beal's game. How about the growth in his passing? Wow.
Count the basket.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Down low, and it's George finishing it off.
That's a play that's all about positioning, and Paul George has the elevation to make it easy.
Morris dishes to Harris. The pass to Roby. Outside, Beal. The three-pointer, no good.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Here's Harden. Takes it inside. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Porter kicks to Beal. On the wing, Harris. Shoots over Crowder. Harris misses.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
And here we go with Morris, running it up the court. And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
Now here's Harden. He's got 15. Gonna go that time. Some solid defense from Harris. And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Milwaukee with a whole new lineup now.
Now in the lineup for the Nets.
Here's Westbrook. He's got 10. Passes it to Achua. Here's Stephens. Shoots over Curry. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. Green with a screen on Westbrook. Pass to Green. And Jordan has it in the corner. And he uses the glass on the layup. Jordan's got his first bucket in this one.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Westbrook drives in. That one falls.
Now, Russell Westbrook, over the history of his career, has always thrived near the basket. That is beautifully done.
Poole, the pass to Curry. It's Jordan on the wing. Covered by Achua. And the dunk by Jordan.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Westbrook passes to Stevens. Achua with it. Shoots over Poole. That's short off the rim. And Doris, we've seen it. Jordan Poole growing as a player, but consistency needs to come to his game.
That's exactly right, because Poole has shown flashes of being a solid basketball player. He can handle it. He can shoot it. It's really about smoothing out his game.
Here's Murphy. Jordan with the rebound. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Poole, the pass to Whiteside. Poole kicks to Curry. Clock at 4. Back to Poole. On the wing, Green. Off target from three-point range. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Murphy can't hit. The net shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall?
All right, look who's coming.
There's a check in for Jordan.
Come on and get down for your Bucks dance team.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Now in the lineup for the Nets, Joe Harris. Brooklyn timeout call. All right, look who's coming out of the court. Come on and get down for your Bucks dance team. Brooklyn timeout call.
30 seconds left here in the third quarter. Whiteside, a screen on Westbrook.
All right.
Now, here's Poole. He's covered by Westbrook. Curry passes to Harris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Curry. From outside the arc. And he stays with it. On the wing, Harris. He kicks to Curry. From past the arc.
Boy, the ground Russell Westbrook can cover, it's incredible. The speed, the wingspan, breathtaking.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's the Nets running away with this one. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee.
All right, look who's coming out of the court.
Let's listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team in the huddle. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest.
Who wants a T-shirt? All right, look who's coming out of the court. Come on and get down for your Bucks dance team.
And for Milwaukee, they're shooting just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively. A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. They've got Jackson. And it's Nora in at the 4 spot.
And we know how good Embiid is at drawing fouls, especially in the painted area. He welcomes the contact.
Last season, Embiid posted career highs as a scorer. And Greg, he did it with unbelievable efficiency.
And how about hovering around that coveted 50-40-90 club? What's amazing is how comfortable he looks. The defense is never able to speed him up. That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Harden outside. Doris, to limit travel during the 2021 season, the NBA scheduled baseball-style series, teams facing off in consecutive games. How did you like that?
You know, more important than what I thought, Kevin, we had a number of coaches tell us throughout the course of the regular season that they actually loved this format.
The reason being, as you said, number one, it cuts down on travel. But number two, they thought it mimicked the playoffs, where you had to make game-to-game adjustments. It also raised the intensity level because you had just played this opponent. And so, things get competitive and nasty. It elevated the game. I love it.
And we know about Harden's scoring abilities, but his team heavily relies on that vision and playmaking as well.
Clemens passes to Jackson. Over Embiid. Pass to Richards. Embiid with the steal. Outside, George. The Nets working the ball around now. Now, here is Harden. He's guarded closely. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, one of the most difficult things to guard in the NBA is the pick and roll. And Paul George is so adept at creating in those opportunities.
Jackson, a screen on Harden. Clemens passes to Nora. Three-pointer. Traps in the tray. Nora's got 6 here in this quarter.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Harden outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Nets.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
Something else we've seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to drop. Big points coming from three-point range right now.
Going inside, and the jam by Harden.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
Launches it. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Harden the pass to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
And if you want to talk about a player who embodies the power game, then Embiid's your man. You know you're going to get some strong finishes anytime he's on the court. And I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Harden draws the double. Here's George. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. George has got 19 points.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
There's the pass to Richards. Passes to Jackson. And the rejection by Harden. To the left wing. Here's Connaughton. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Clemens passes to Richards. Here's Clemens. With the teardrop, Paul George grabs the miss. George has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Harden right side. To the wing right side. You know, Doris, the debate about what makes someone an MVP is always interesting. In your mind, and you're a voter, what are the qualities of an MVP-worthy player?
You know, Kevin, one of the things that fascinated me about the most recent MVP selection was some of the slander sent at Nikola Jokic. And I think it had everything to do with him not passing the eye test. And by that, I mean he didn't have eye-popping athleticism. But he was my runaway choice for MVP because he is so highly skilled and he is so valuable to what they do on the offensive end of the floor. He has vision. He has the ability to score the basketball in the paint and outside the paint. He can manipulate defenses because of his high basketball IQ. It was such a fascinating conversation, and what a worthy MVP for Nikola Jokic.
And the Bucks making a change here. Beal's checked in. And then for Brooklyn, Jordan comes in for Pat Connaughton. And Harris subbed in for George. Over to the left wing. To halt the run. Misses off the left iron. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. It's Harden with the drive. Lays it up and banks it in. Harden's got 23 points.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Crowder against Murphy. Looking for Beal. He gets it there. Some solid defense from Harris. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 19-7 run. Harden outside. And this August, the Summer League was back in Las Vegas, Greg, and that's where you're from, that's where you played. How pleased are you to see your hometown become a mecca for the game in the offseason?
Oh, it is such a proud moment for me, born and raised here, growing up here. And quite honestly, I'm just thrilled that we have Summer League again. After what we've gone through, partner, it is just a breath of fresh air to get back to focusing on the little things.
Harden outside. Embiid wide open. Second shot opportunity. Kicks it out to Harden. Goes back up. Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
It is not easy trying to keep DeAndre Jordan off the boards. His combination of length and determination so impressive.
Inside, here's Murphy, and then Murphy with the dunk.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Now, here is Harden. D right on him. To the inside. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Well, this is often how DeAndre Jordan gets his points in a set offense, off the roll.
Pass to Clemens. Here's Richards. Now Beal. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. On the wing, Harden. Here he goes. And Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league. But who was the toughest matchup for you when you played?
Oh, man. You know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult. But in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better. And that was always a challenge. Don't forget about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with. And my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position.
The Nets making a switch here. Poole's checked in. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Jordan with a screen on Morris. Here's Poole, stripped away.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
It's Beal on the wing, guarded by Curry. And the wide open shot from Morris. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Nets shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. Driving inside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Beal, the pass to Stevens. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Terrific handle right there by Beal. Comes off the pick with his head up, looking for his teammates.
And Poole gets it to go. Poole's got 4 points this quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Nets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for James Harden.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got. finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Stevens, the pass to Richards. Shoots over Curry. And it's Whiteside with the rebound.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Here's Poole. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Beal, a rebound by the Nets. They get a hand on it. Harris passes to Poole. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now, let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. James, you had it going. How confident were you all offensively?
I'm just trying to do whatever it takes to win. Honestly, if I got to score a lot of points tonight, teammates were making shots. They were playing hard. It was a great team effort. Whatever the team needs me to do, I'm willing to do.
Everyone was clicking tonight, man, and it showed. Thanks. Back to you guys.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now, our New Balance player of the game, James Harden.